What is happening, you guys? I hope you are all having a good day, as I'm having a good day as well. It is your boy Nitrix here, and today I'm showing you guys a little bit of some Winter Express gameplay, since there's a reason behind it. Now, I honestly wish this game mode was permanent instead of being a game mode that they keep bringing back as the LTM. I honestly would rather have a permanent mode like this. That, instead of having a Battle Royale type of game mode the entirety of Apex. But what if I tell you that that's actually all going to change in a matter of 2 seasons? Now, before I get into the details of what I'm talking about, I would like you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out, where you can probably get yourself a little daily dosage of some info on the games that I play, or perhaps get some other content that I produce that you like and you will definitely love to see each and every day. Anyways, let's move forward. So, a while back, I heard word that Respawn was thinking of making another mode to go alongside with the Battle Royale. Now, because this game is mainly Battle Royale, it's cool for certain aspects of the gameplay, being that it varies. However, it's starting to pretty much waver a little bit, being that players are looking for more bite to the game. Being that this game has a lot of potential and a lot of goodness to it that just deserves to be peeled open by the viewers who just unravel the game normally. Now, when it comes to Apex, you mainly see the Battle Royale game where you jump out of a jet or an airplane or a flying spacecraft that lands you into an open world aspect where you must find weapons, kill other people, and win by being either the last team or the last person alive. Now, with that stick around, yes, it's about to be the same. However, with the gameplay you're seeing right now, this is the various mode that Apex have created. I think a little bit after they made Team Rumble, being that this is not only a mode that you respawn, but it's a clever objective-based mode where you have to defend the train and capture the objectives in order to win. Where compared to the game standard issue Battle Royale mode, Winter Express in its own way can be chaotic while also being a little bit bearable. Now, a lot of people can sit there and say that we don't need this to be a permanent mode. However, we can't sit here and only be content with one mode. The game itself needs a little bit more content, so that way it can be above and beyond to what we're buying into, or at least supplying money into. I mean, I want this game to blossom is all I'm saying. Blossom into something that it could have been. A lot of people probably are looking for Titanfall 2, but the next Titanfall will come out, and when it does come out, this game is not going to be Titanfall. It doesn't have to say Titanfall on the top of it to be liked. That's like the whole Call of Duty loop. But anyways, when it comes to Apex, I feel that we should have another mode that has like a 3M type of feel, while also having a simple balance to basically get that drawback from just being a simple murder spree type of mode, where the players can play and enjoy the game itself instead of getting frustrated that they got killed or they couldn't kill someone because they moved particularly fast. Like, we need something that's similar to how people can do 1v1s in the firing range, which it's astonishing enough that most people can keep going playing Apex Legends in that particular aspect of having a variety of modes and gameplays. But overall, what I'm basically saying is that Apex needs a new mode, and we should have that new mode since they are saying that they're going to make it. But the question is when, which I only have a slight answer. We might see something maybe in Season 9, maybe at the start of Season 8 we'll have something that leads towards it as a teaser, but I highly doubt we're going to have something right now. What I can say though is to speculate what it could be. Which, the more you speculate, the more interesting and hype the mode could be. Being that the mode itself could be as interesting as the thought of another TDM, or the thought of a mode that's from Titanfall 1 or 2 being implemented into the game that people have long since thought and forgot that hasn't been in the game. Or a survival mode where it's kind of similar to Season 5's Quest that a lot of people kind of forgot. You know, it's various things that could keep this game alive a bit longer. Because, I mean, there are certain games that people play and certain games that people don't play. But simply, when it comes to a game that needs more variety in order to keep people wanting to play, it's simply like trying to eat dry ramen. The only way you're going to eat ramen is if you add water to it. And simply, this ramen is starting to get dry. It needs more water in order to keep it going, in order to keep people to eat it and enjoy it and to keep buying it. That's my whole lesson and example I'm implying here. The very last thing I want to sit and talk about is the updates that are coming for Apex. Now, one of the things I want to start with is the buffs. So, Rampart is the one character who I know is getting a big buff, being that her Gatling gun, or should I say Sheila, is getting a bit of a slight rework, being that they're trying to improve the frames, which is the one reason why we haven't gotten the buff earlier. But that's cool that she's getting a slight buff here and there. I hope she gets improved to where people would start to use her a little more often. So that's good. Other than that, Wattson is getting a slight buff. Maybe she's getting a rework, but I highly doubt it's going to be a complete rework. But it's going to be something that's going to make her a little more flashy and more useful. But what I will say is Wattson doesn't really need a rework, more like she needs some tweaks and some slight buffs. I mean, the only character that I remember who got a complete rework was it had to have been Mirage. Mirage was the last character who I can remember in a complete rework, because his character kind of felt a bit stale compared to others who have more offensive and defensive abilities. Now, I would say, Wattson's fitting for a buff. And maybe we could do one for Octane, but I'm not expecting it to be major either. I mean, they did buff him, and it was a slight buff. But all I'm going to say is, for those characters, I don't expect something to be huge or giant for them to get improved. But what I can also kind of mention, outside of characters getting buffed, is the Fight Night event has some gorgeous looking skins. Some of the skins I might even think about trying to purchase. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of money, don't get it twisted. I'm not MOM here, the acronym that stands for Made of Money. But it is something that I want to point out, being that last season's skins weren't all that. They weren't something that deserves to be all in the oud with glimmering diamond eyes. It's something that I want to mention, being that we don't always have a lot of things that people want to look at or even talk about. But when it comes to skins, the skins this time around look somewhat decent. Some of them actually look more interesting than others, but overall they look quite appealing. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video, and it means a lot. Even if it's only for a little bit, it still means something that you clicked that video and that you sat down and at least watched it for a tiny bit. I want you guys to subscribe to Jackson Beats, who makes great music. It helps. helps his channel, and I like to help his channel because he deserves it. He takes time out of his day to make music. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.